Stop it. Stop it. All right. Now we're just waiting for folks to come on in. Wow. You can't get to none of the music. Nope, you can't get. Hey, yes, you finally caught alive. Yes, you did. Thank you. Hello, everyone. This can go down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. What happening? What popping? What's percolating? What's cracking? How are you doing? Okay. Yes, play my music 92. Yes, you are. Boo. Thank you. Hey everybody. Thank you. I needed it, y'all. I needed it. It's too hot. It's and y'all should have seen how much hair my mom actually cut off my head. Cause, this is like to legs to the side there. But it was, hey, it was too much hair. Like when she cut it off, y'all, I felt the wind on my ears, and I was just like, uh, I was just so in love. Okay, hey now, yes, okay, I'm here to make your time go by. Now, before we get into my letters that I received, okay, I want to remind you guys about my other ASMR channel. Yes, okay, it's very relaxing for those who are affected. And some people aren't, but they still find it relaxing or they find it funny. Like whichever you choose, as long as you watch and you enjoy. That's all that matters. So that link will be down below somewhere. That's probably why your mom and your auntie keep the hair short. It's too damn hot for hair. At least that's how I feel for me. And plus, my hair is so damn dense and thick. It's tiring. Like, I was busting out my head and shit. I was like, too much hair. Gotta go, buddy. So, let me go through. Let me tell y'all, I have a lot of letters this week. So, I'm probably not going to get through them all. I'm just not. Okay? But I am ready to get into what has been sent to me so that we don't waste any time, okay? Okay, I appreciate you play my music, that you're going to watch the Bondy Blue Show right after this. I appreciate that because I just put out the Bondy Blue Show, which was so many topics, but I'm sure I'll find something to talk about again tomorrow because I heard somebody commented and said that Apollo got arrested again. But you just been out of jail for like a week maybe. Like, how? What did you do? Like, usually the illegal shit that Apollo does takes time to, bring itself to fruition. The stealing, takes time. Stealing of the identity takes time, okay? Hey, Ronsa. Hey, lovely Bree. Okay, as long as you go back to it. Exactly. He was staying in the halfway house. How? Violated rules of the halfway house. Yo, I cannot with people that just can't stay out of jail. Oh my God. I'm gonna read up on it later and I'll do another video. Hey Jessica, I'll do another video tomorrow maybe. The bigger the hoop, the closer to God. Yes, God. Okay, yes, God. And I've had ones bigger than this too. Okay? What's hard? What's hard? Tell me what's hard. Tell me it's hard to stay out of trouble. Please tell me. He must miss 3 free meals a day. He must. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I feel like you don't love that girl enough if you can't keep your ass out of prison. All right, I'm not waiting no more. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's time for because my throat don't hurt. Motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Yes. Okay. Yes. Everybody like the video. Like the video. Like the video. I'ma wait on it. Like the video. If you hear the hate, just announce yourself now so I can block you right now. Okay? Let me know so I can block you right now. Okay? let's go ahead and get into this. So, I am 25, working towards my master's degree in English. That being said, oh no, I think I read this one. Yeah, I read this one. Okay. Y'all, I don't never delete them. I just try to remember the last one that I read. And usually they are marked read or unread. But sometimes when I click on them, they do that automatically. Anyway, I'm sorry. Shortly after I separated from my husband 5 years ago, I started dating a 23-year-old man. At the time, I was 44. It wasn't anything serious, but it quickly turned serious. I kept trying to decipher if it was love or lust, and I admit, at first, on my part, it was a lot of lust. Over time, that's changed. In fact, a lot has changed. At first, I was the breadwinner, but over the past few years, that's changed, and right now, he's paying all the bills. So I definitely know he's not with me for the money. He's been loyal and faithful to me, and I've been the same with him. I've never even thought about being with any other man. The relationship is good. The sex is the most satisfying I've ever had. In capitalized letters, you guys. The only problem is I am 21 years and 4 days older than him. God damn, it's down to the day. He asked me to marry him and got an engagement ring about a year into the relationship. I accepted. But I'm pushing 50 now. I'm in good health. We work out together, but I'm scared. I get so much hate from women. Men don't usually seem to care. They shouldn't. Shit. As much as men love to find them new puss, okay? When we go out, but our friends, my family, except my son, who is 3 months older than him. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, he called me. He called me. All right, the Lord called me. And most of his family either support us or have just gotten used to us together. He has 2 sons, so babies aren't a concern for either of us. He's proven himself time and time again, so I don't know what's wrong with me. Any insight is appreciated. Girl, you better marry that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, let's go back. 23-year-old man. Let me scratch my head for a minute. Okay. Okay. Are you divorced from your husband? Because you say you separated. It don't say that you divorced. Okay. Married. Look. Look. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna level with you here. I feel like that is a huge age difference. And for a 23-year-old man to be faithful and you actually be able to have a real conversation and a real relationship with a 23-year-old, I'm wondering what the dynamics are. But I am no hater. I am no hater. So I will say, if you love the man, and you want to marry him and you want to be with him and everything is good and you can trust him and the sex is great and y'all have been together long enough, y'all family know, hey, I say marry the motherfucker. And if it don't work out, get a divorce. You'll be all right. Like, you're all right the first time, right? Like, I'm just saying, I think people put way too much pressure on themselves. When you get to a certain age, if you want to do something to make you happy, just make sure you protect yourself and your financials. I would always say protect yourself and your financials. But if y'all are already in a relationship where y'all are living together, y'all love each other, y'all are in each other's, kids' lives, whatever the situation, I say do you. And if he really wants to marry you and wants to be faithful to you and that's what you've experienced with him, I don't think him being 23 should stop you. And I don't think you being 50 should stop him. If it works, girl, it works. Okay? Yes, as long as he is faithful. And she expressed it like they are faithful and in love with one another. Yes, exactly. At 23, I wouldn't think he was ready either. But you never know what somebody done been through. And plus, he is 23 with 2 kids. He could just be the type that maybe grew up taking care of everybody and just kind of matured, a little faster. I don't know. But I would not say to pass up on that opportunity because he's young and it might not work out. We the same age. It better work out. It has worked out. You know what I'm saying? But it could still possibly not. You know what I'm saying? Like 15 years from now, we could be 2 totally different fucking people. But God willing, that is not what takes place. Okay, it's always about the growth together. But I'm just saying, you never fucking know. Okay, everybody gets married under the guise that shit is going to work out. Regardless of whether you get prenups or not, I think it's still going going into it, preparing for the worst, but being ready for the best. Okay, so girl, go ahead and be with that man. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. Okay, life too short. Exactly. Exactly. You never know. Thank you. You know, thank you. I feel great. I know. I wonder how they met too. Yeah. Yeah, they work out together. Cause you never know. All right, people be together. People be happy. All right. Back in the day, there were a couple of old women that I know that used to have young men, and sometimes they stayed with those men. Okay, sometimes it worked out. Sometimes it didn't. Okay, it's all right. It's life, journey, live it, soak it the fuck up. Okay, on to the next. Hey, Bondy, I fucking love your videos. Thank you. My problem started out innocent enough. When I was short on money, I would take screenshots of ideas and then Photoshop the price of items to make the price drop down. And I would take the picture to different stores and get the price changed dramatically from like 20 to like 10 cents. Because everybody tries to match price. Is that what you saying? Let's do it again.
It's match prices if you could prove it's, different prices.
Right. Right. So you Photoshop it to make it cheaper. And then go to the stores like, nah, they got this for like for like $15. You got it for $45. What is that? Like, yeah, okay, whoa, let's get back into it. But now, instead of me purchasing the things that I want, I just go into stores and start stealing. Oh my God. It makes me feel horrible, but I feel like I'm feeling a hole in myself that only I'm not making fun of you even though I want to laugh. Now that's a hustler. You can say what you want to, but that's jail time. That's serious jail time, and people really think they won't get caught until they get caught. And small time shit like this, you might usually get caught. So I would say you need to go to therapy and figure something else out. Yeah, kleptomaniac. But at the end of the day, every time I get a chance to reflect on the day, I feel horrible and it makes me want to kill myself. Please don't do that. Please just go to therapy. Like, please go to therapy, bro. Please go to therapy. Like, I would hate for you to lose yourself in something that white women get over. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you are. But we're Winona Ryder. Huh? Yeah, they are shooting you. They are shooting you. The cops come up and you could possibly get killed over stealing something that's $20. Okay? But what I'm saying is, you can get past it. Some faith in yourself, do some soul searching, and make better decisions for yourself before you ruin your fucking life. Do you hear me? Okay? I'm just saying, I don't have time for the bullshit. Listen to me clearly. Find you some damn therapy. Find you some, some counseling, something a little cheap that you can go to, but you need some type of help. Because if you don't get it, your other options are worse. So please get it together. Say you're losing control. Please get therapy. I don't even know, what else to say, but get some help. Noonie Noons, I'm sorry, boo, but I got a lot of letters and I probably won't make it to yours this way round. I tell y'all, the sooner y'all send them, the faster they get read per video. So you'll probably be the first one in the next one, depending on how many of these I get through. But yeah, love, please listen to me. Like, don't take my advice and let it go in one ear and out the other. Like, I'm serious as fuck. Like, feel my energy through these internet streets. Okay, feel my energy. Please get some help. Please. All right, on to the next. Hi, I'm emailing you because I would like your perspective on a situation. At 19, I had a son with a man that I was not even in a relationship with. When I found out I was pregnant, I moved back home to Virginia. My son's father has seen him once. son was 7 months old. My husband and I have been together since my son was 9 months old. So my son calls him dad. My son knows who his bio father is. They communicate and he helps financially, but he hasn't seen him since he was 7 months. Child, no fucking 7-month-old gonna remember you. So they have no real bond. A little piece of me feels guilty for moving back home when I found out I was pregnant. My son's father told me he was mad at me for years because he felt that I robbed him of being a father to our son. Nigga, I don't know where you moved from, but why is it when mothers are in these situations, nothing can stop them from eventually getting back to their kid? But you, and I'm not saying all, but for the most part, why do we have to hear excuses like this from niggas about why they couldn't be there? And it's your fault because you moved. What? There are hills and mountains between us. Always something to get over. I don't care how you get here. Just get here if you can. Okay? Do you hear me? Okay? I just no. Like I'm not accepting that you pile that guilt onto yourself. At the end of the day, you were the sole person taking care of that child, and you have to go and be somewhere where you can have help. That doesn't include a nigga that has only seen his child once. How old is the child? You ain't even tell me how old the baby was. Hold up, let's go back. My husband and I have been together since my son was 9 months, but you didn't say like how old you are or how long you and your husband have been together. So, okay, our son is almost 13. Nigga, if you don't get out of my face, if you don't get out of my face, 13. So you mean to tell me not one time in 13 years could you come and see your child and now it's her fault? Nigga, if you don't get out of my face with that shit, I don't have time for this. Girl, you better not feel not a fucking ounce of guilt about that. Do you hear me? Not an ounce, okay? Move. Where was I? My son's father told me he was mad at me for years because he felt that I robbed him of being a father to our son. But acknowledges that he has gone through things over the years that would have prevented him from being the best father he could be. We moved past that. Our son is almost 13 and wants his last name to be changed to my husband's. Woo! He currently has my maiden name. His father has expressed wanting to sign his birth certificate and giving him his last name, but has yet to do so. My son has been asking to do this since he was 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't count.
6 years.
I know, but I counted it. I counted that it was 6 years. All right, whatever. Sorry, y'all. Lyrics hungry ass is in the background. Yeah. So my son has been asking to do this since he was 7, but my husband wanted to wait until he was older and could understand better. I think that time is now. But how do I bring it to my son's father and not ruffle feathers? Girl, there's no way. There's no way. But this is the repercussions of the situation. You know what I'm saying? This is what your son wants. And I believe 13 is old enough to make that decision, even though I feel like at 13, that's when you really start being mad at your biological father for not being there. But the fact that he has somebody already there that's been there since he was 9 months old, that's the only daddy he know, he should. Hey, Kiana, thank you, girl. Oh, I know you. It's okay that you at work. I was wondering why my numbers were so low, but I guess, if people got their little schedules and stuff, I'm going to just go ahead and appreciate the 75 of y'all that's in here, okay? Love y'all. Yeah, the son is old enough, but I feel like after being 13 years, that's that boy daddy. So I think that you should just let him know what it is. He has not done it. He has not signed the birth certificate. He's not come to see him in 13 years. Phone conversations and child support do not make you a father. And if that boy wants to have the name of you and what he feels is his father, please do it. Oh, I know the game about to come on, but it ain't on yet. Shit, my husband's sitting right here and the TV is on the channel on mute. Okay? So that is not an excuse for the fact that y'all don't fuck with me like that. But that's alright. Just playing. But yeah, he can't be calling that often, right? I feel like don't blame yourself. Fuck that nigga. You gotta do what's right for you and your family and who has actually been there as a present person in that boy's life. Okay? Moving on, y'all. I don't want to say names. I don't usually just don't say names. All right. Since it's Pride Month, I want to ask you about this friend that I have. I would say his name, but I found out recently that he watches your channel, so I'll just call him Apple Ass. Me and Apple Ass been friends for years, and I'm pretty sure he knows I'm gay as fuck. Considering I'm always commenting or bringing up the size of his and how it just sits up perfectly. I'm supposed to believe he's straight? Okay. We were having a conversation the other day while he was scrolling through his phone laughing. And for some reason, I just couldn't stop staring at him between his laugh, his smile, and that innocent look he always has in his eyes. Oh, this feels like when people, start fucking with a dude that's really on the down low. That's what this sounds like. His eyes, I was just mesmerized. Me just being so caught up in my thoughts, I slipped up and said, damn. Then he finally looked up and asked what was wrong. And just looking at him with that concerned look on his face made me go fucking crazy. Like, I literally just wanted to pick his short ass up, take him to my room, and put in that work. However, instead of me doing any of that, so is he gay? I'm confused. I may just be adding shit on, but I thought, never mind. Anyway, however, instead of me doing any of that, I just lashed out and said he doesn't get it, saying it's all his fault that I'm like this. Then after I said that, he was obviously shook and confused. And all he could say was, I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sorry at a dude? Damn. And he walked out my house, and I was surprised because not only he's a Gemini, and I haven't seen his other side come out, but also I was surprised that I'm even acting like this. So what the fuck should I do, Bondy? Because he hasn't spoken to me in days. And his birthday is coming up, and I just want to tell him how I really feel so we could finally get something started between us. Okay, so he's gay already. I'm sorry. That was an assumption that I made based off of you saying that you ain't know if he liked you or not. Like, I just assumed that most gay niggas can tell, off rip if the situation is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to explain Eccentric J. Apparently, okay, dude got a friend who he got a crush on. But instead of just telling him he got a crush on him, he act crazy and shit. Okay? And spaz out. And that dude ain't fucking with him. So that's what's going on. So he said his birthday coming up. What should I do, Bondy? Because he hasn't spoken to me yet. Birthday coming up, I just want to tell him how I really feel so we can finally get something started between us. Because there is no way he is straight. Oh, so you don't know. I knew you didn't know. I know you didn't know. So it wasn't just me. Okay. We're always flirting. He lets me hug him. No, I'm about to say there's no way either. And he doesn't like to be touched. He's always cuddling. We always cuddle in the same bed. He always commenting on the size of my dick. Y'all go together. And most recently, I told him to come sit on my lap. He asked why, and I said my dick needs some warmth. So he shrugged and walked up to me, pushed my legs apart, and literally sat his ass on my dick. So what are you confused about exactly? Because that sounds pretty direct. That sounds pretty direct. That sounds like you want the dick, he want the dick, everybody want the dick. So what are you confused about? So you just want to write to me and talk about how somebody wants your dick. That's what you wanted me to read this shit out loud. That's what you wanted. Okay? And then look, they actually mentioned that he want the dick song in the letter. Hold up. He said that they started, we started watching TV, and literally the entire time I was sitting, I had two thoughts on my mind. One was, don't dick him down on the couch, what? And two, your theme song, he wanted the dick. By the way, sorry to let it been so long. It wasn't that long, but it was a lot to basically say, you want the dick. And he want the dick. And then y'all want the dick together. Why you wanted me to read this? What are we confused about? He opened up your legs and sat on your dick. What else is there to discuss? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave you alone. If you could write this to me.
White, bro?
I'm so confused about why you just, like, no, straight, no, I'm sorry, straight white people don't do shit like that.
They do close shit.
They do close shit, but only in joking manner. Not like this. Not like, oh, you want in my butt? You want to put in my butt? Okay. I just watched that video a couple of days ago. What in the butt? What in the butt? You want to go to my butt? In my butt? You want to my butt?
They don't know.
Okay. If you don't know what that is, please search it on YouTube and get your life. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do this last letter and I'm gonna let y'all go so we can watch this basketball game. I was just turning on what's going on. Yeah, straight white men be questionable, but I think it's always in some type of joking manner. And nothing about this sounded joking. But we're going to move on to the next letter. All right. Hey, Bondi, I have the worst luck in love. I am a full-time working mother of 5, and I can't find a man to save my life. No, I can't find a good man to save my life. Most recently, I ended things with my boyfriend of about 6 months. After the breakup, we still were being involved with each other. Our reason for the breakup was because among his other flaws that I consciously overlooked, he is a violent alcoholic. He literally has a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde syndrome. He could be Prince Charming one minute and a monster the next. So our last altercation was last weekend when we went out to a club together for his brother's birthday. Big mistake. I was dancing and a guy got behind me. I kept dancing thinking that he was going to eventually move away from me because he was in a crowd of people that were passing by. Unfortunately, my ex saw him, made him... Oh, shit. It jumped, y'all. My bad. Let me go back. Where was I? This a long letter. Okay. Unfortunately, my ex saw him, made him go away. Well, why is that unfortunate? You wanted him to go away, didn't you?
Unfortunately, that she saw him. I mean, he saw her.
Oh, okay. When we get home, I should have known that that's what that meant. Slow as fuck. No, I'm just saying. I'm running it. My bad, y'all. When we got home, he jumped on me. Not the first time, but death the worst time. This time I was left with scratches and soreness. My folks were at home and my children woke up and my stepdad had to pull him off me. I haven't seen or talked to him since then. I spoke with his father a few days after that, and I couldn't help but get the feeling that even though he was saying he was wrong for hitting me, he was also saying that it was my fault for putting myself in that position. According to him, I should have moved or stopped dancing and nothing would have happened. I don't think that me dancing with someone warranted me getting my ass beat. I know that he'll eventually reach out because that's his pattern. After that ordeal, I'm really in a place where I don't think I want to pursue relationships anymore. I'm 31 and haven't been in a long-term relationship since me and my ex-fiance broke up in 2016. No, because I'm thinking about a whole nother thing about how you've never been in a long-term relationship, but you're 31 years old and you started this letter telling me that you have 5 children. So I'm just trying not to go there with it because I don't want to judge nobody. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad about their decisions. But I have to wonder what's going on when you haven't been in a long relationship, but you have 5 children. And the fact that you're actually writing a letter to me about being with someone who would do something like that to you. Oh, you hope it was. I didn't think it was Quince. I didn't think it was 5 kids all at the same time at all. Now, if that's what the situation was, then that's totally different. Even though that's still like, what the fuck? But I didn't think that for a second because she didn't say it. And wouldn't most people say I had 5 children come out my cooch all at one time? Like, oh, out of my body all at one time? I don't want to, but still. I don't want to condemn, but that's something you need to check on with yourself. That's what you out here doing. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm 31 and haven't been in a long-term relationship since me and my ex-fiance broke up in 2016. I'm very jaded at this point and expect the worst from everyone. My friends keep telling me I can't be that way and to keep my heart open, but what should I do? I get hurt every time I decide to. How do I get back to a place of optimism when it comes to relationships? By making better decisions. Yes, 31 is definitely young. I'm 31. You have a ton of time. And based on the fact that you have 5 children, something tells me that one of those kids you probably had when you were younger. So you probably gonna be done with being a mom a lot sooner than the rest of us. Thank you. So I would definitely tell you that you need to work on yourself before you can consider having a relationship with anybody. You need to work on yourself, because the fact that you are, and yes, 5 kids is hard, and then you living with your people, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that you was fucking with somebody that would feel okay with coming into your stepdaddy house and putting his hands on you, that nigga crazy, bruh. There ain't no going back to that. You need to let that go, and you need to make better decisions, because a woman with 5 children cannot afford to have a violent alcoholic as a man. You just can't. You need to go to therapy and talk to somebody about why you've made the decisions you've made in your life. Because everything doesn't just happen to you. You seek these things out. And I don't know why you would seek these things out, because I don't know your background. I don't really know you. But from what you're telling me, and I don't want you to feel like I'm judging you, because I'm not. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody lives their lives based off of what they've been given. But what I'm telling you is, relationships should not even be what you're worried about right now. As soon as you can get yourself together and your own life together with your 5 children and take care of you and your situation, I don't think you need to be worrying about a man. Get you a vibrator and you know, wear protection when you have sex with people that you're not in relationships with. But you need to worry about getting your own self together, because a man does not want a woman that is going to seem like nothing but baggage to him. What do you have to offer? You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking at a relationship, what do you have to offer that relationship? You know what I mean? You got to concentrate on yourself. Yeah, concentrate on yourself and your children. And finding a way to making better decisions in your life when it pertains to men. And I'm not even talking about, you know, as far as, you know, making better decisions in life, period. I mean making a better decision with the men that you choose. You need to sit down and think about the men that you've entrusted your heart with. Think about those men. Think about what faults they had, and think about the things that you were attracted in, you know, attracted to in them, that might lead you to the same patterns and the same type of men that will continue to hurt you and disappoint you. You have to want something different in order to have something different. And if you going by the same shit, you want somebody that look like they rough and, you know, they rough and they tough and they gonna fight, or you know, they gonna make sure they have a lot of money because they out here, you know, selling drugs and shit. Like, whatever. I don't know your situation, and I'm not trying to put that on you, but I'm just saying, whatever the situation is, you are picking men that do not support you and do not know how to love you. And that is because you don't know what to look for in a man. You're looking for the wrong thing. And I also think that's because you don't know what to look for in yourself. You don't know how to figure out what about yourself you need to be working on. The fact that you 31, 5 children, living with your people, that tells me that you in the process of getting your shit together. Yeah, make a list. Yeah, make lists. Make lists. But yeah, I think you need to look at your life, assess the situation, read some books, get some therapy, talk to somebody that's not in your environment. Because I think you talk to people that you're friends with or that's in your family, and either they bullshitting with you and don't want to hurt your feelings, or they just not telling you the truth. But the truth is, a man should not be your focus based off of what your situation is. Your life, your kids, making better, you know, choices, changing the way you view yourself, changing the way you view men, so that you can make a better decision in a man. One day you might find the best man that you could ever have had in your life. Somebody that's gonna love your kids, love your dirty drawers, okay? You could absolutely find that as a 30-year-old, 31-year-old woman. You can find that 2 or 3 times as a 31-year-old woman. But I need for you to get your shit right so that you could be more to offer somebody than puss and 5 kids. And that's what it is. And we're gonna go and watch the Warriors lose this game. What y'all talking about before I go? Oh, Mother Magic. Okay. Okay. All right. So I apologize for that assumption. You said they were there, so I was assuming you was living with them. Cause fuck, if I had 5 kids, bitch, I wouldn't be whoo, living by myself. 5. Whoo. Okay, my bad, boo. I ain't trying to make you feel, and that's still you making decisions in men that tell me that you looking at them in them. If you know, if you choosing those type of men, if you even thinking about or considering being with a man that will put his hands on you in a house with your people there, that means he don't give a fuck. You don't need to be with nobody like that. And I do feel like you need to work on yourself, because that's the type of dude you would choose. You need to go back and figure out what made you choose that type, and what made you choose being with people who don't, like you said, no long-term relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like no long-term relationships. That's telling me something. And you need to open up your heart once you've healed yourself. I'm not about to tell you to open your heart up to no any old fucking body. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is an any old fucking body. Don't open up your heart to him, sis. Okay? You can be guarded, but you need to heal yourself, and then you cannot be guarded. And that way you can find somebody that really, will treat you well, because you'll want to be treated well. I'm telling you, sometimes women be having fucked up frames of mind about the niggas they want. Also, all of them by the same dude. Girl, you gotta explain your story better. you gotta explain your story better, mother. What? I'm just saying. What else you saying, mother? What else we saying, love? Before I get out of here. I am praying for your healing, though, sis. Because you going through something. 3 by 1, 2 by my ex. Okay. So wait. How is that? So how you have 3 kids and you ain't been in a long-term relationship? How you got 3 kids by one dude? That has to be considered a long-term relationship. Or was y'all just not together and you was just having babies for somebody you wasn't like in a relationship with, but y'all was fucking? Because then I got to ask you why you would do that to yourself. Yeah, man. Talking about Latoya. Yeah. Thank you, Marche. Marche, I'm hoping. Had a long term since 2016. Oh, okay, did I read that wrong? Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Okay. My advice is still the same. These small things. But my advice is still the same. Yes. Like D. Clark said, take time for yourself. But still, sis, you could take the time for yourself. Oh, okay. Thank you for being here to reiterate and correct me about my misconceptions about what was in the letter. Thank you for correcting me. No, I mean it's not jail. Like it lay. Like I want to make it lay to the side. Yes, fall in love with yourself. You really gotta spend some time on yourself though, sis. Because that's not a good thing that you like, or he'll come back. Like, you shouldn't want him to. And call the police if he comes back. Nah, man, I appreciate the letter. Because I don't want you to feel like I'm out here trying to fuck over you or nothing like that. But yeah, still take some time for yourself. And when you are finished healing, be open. Be open and realize that not every person is the same and not every situation is going to be the same. And sometimes you learn, well, not sometimes, all the time, you learn from these relationships. These relationships prepare you for whatever that person is supposed to be for you. So please believe that you can still have that, all right? But we all sending you love and strength and support, okay? Sending all of that to you, all right? I'm glad ain't nobody, in the comments with the fuckery, because, this ain't that. This, help people, make them feel better. No, I don't reply on Miserable Media because I don't control that page. Yeah, you gonna find somebody, mother, please. You gonna find somebody. You're 31, even with 5 children. That a girl, please. Niggas will still be with you. Okay? But you just got to get yourself right so you can attract the right man, you know? All right, then, y'all. I was just going through to see what y'all was saying. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I enjoyed this so very, very much. I do answer letters if you send them to me, and I don't know, because a lot of the times I won't read the person name anyway. Um, you probably did see me on Barataria. You probably did see me on Barataria.
For real.
For real, for real. Okay. I ain't put my life out there. But yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for coming every week. Those of you who do, I appreciate y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And I'll see y'all in the next